So, Nate Tibbetts, lads. Nate Tibbetts. If you guys agree that what he said is on the money, subscribe. We are trying to hit 55.8k. We're not going to do it, but if we could, that'd be insane. But Nate Tibbetts is the coach of the Phoenix Mercury, and I do think that Nate Tibbetts is somebody that is a good coach. In my opinion, you got Cheryl Reeve as the best coach in WNBA. I think Natalie Nakase has put herself right into that conversation, but I do think Nate Tibbetts is right in there as well. He is like former NBA coach. They have to pay a lot of money to get him out of the NBA. And I think he's done a good job. And he's done a really good job with his Phoenix Mercury team. But let's take a listen to what he said about the whole Alyssa Thomas or DeWanna Bonner situation, her being booed.
Yeah, I think just in sports, it's kind of what you have to anticipate, right? Yeah, I thought she handled it fine. That's kind of how sports works. You go into a former home of yours, and typically, if you don't leave on your terms, the fans aren't going to be happy. And that's what they did tonight. Yeah, I think just in sport. Yeah, I didn't see that. I would guess so. I mean, AT's a competitive player. Just like their players talk to their fans, our players are going to do the same. Yeah, I didn't.
He's right. He's right. And he's talking, obviously, Alyssa Thomas talking to the fans. Like, you can tell as more he likes that he's probably used to burying his real feelings and pretty much everything he comes dealing with. Like, I don't. Like, let's be real, he's not going to call out his own team. He's not going to call out his own team, but, like, it's just a common sense argument. Like, this is sports. This is sports. Like, it's one of those things where, like, he's come from the NBA. I'm sorry. Like, if DeWanna Bonner pulled what she did in the NBA, and people are like, oh, loads of players have quit on teams in the NBA. Yeah, but how many players sign a max contract? So basically, you sign a max contract so that you can't sign any other big free agents. Then after 5 games, just say, I quit. Or 7 games or whatever it was. Quit on the team after 7 games. And then say you're out for personal reasons. Keep collecting that check. And then the team's looking to trade you. And the team has trade offers and you just keep saying no. Your agent is like, she's only going here. So you lose all leverage. And then she goes for nothing. And then that player goes for nothing. If that happened in the NBA, there would literally be jersey burning parties. People would, like, imagine if, I don't know, let's just say, I'm trying to think of a player of DeWanna Bonner's level. I know she's a bit on the older side. DeWanna Bonner was an all-star last year. Not KD. Is there any, heck, let's just say Jimmy Butler. Let's just say Jimmy Butler, in free agency, he decided to play out his contract with the Warriors, and then he just randomly decided, I'm going to join, what team's up? I'm going to join the Spurs. And the Spurs are like, oh my God, we've got Wemby, we've got De'Aaron Fox, we've got all these. Now we've got Jimmy Butler. Now you got Jimmy Butler, like, I know Jimmy's old, but like he could be like the thing that pushes over the edge. And then Jimmy Butler goes through training camp, talks about, we want to win a title. I can't wait to win a title here. And then plays a couple of games, is kind of struggling. And then in November, just stops showing up to work. And then ends up refusing trade so the team can't get an asset back. So the team has to give you up for nothing. Like, imagine if that happened. Like, it's different with Jimmy in Miami. He was there for half a decade. And was one of the greatest Heat players of all time. No matter how he left, he's still one of the greatest Heat players of all time. Even Simmons was there for half a decade. So it's a bit different then. Like, if, for example, Kelsey Mitchell quit on the team for whatever reason, like, I think she would be booed, but a lot less than this. Because she at least has a little bit of, like, the fans like her. Like, Erica Wheeler left the team. Fans love Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler loves the Indiana fans. Fans love Temi. Like, Temi got a standing ovation when she came back to Indiana for off the back of one season. Like, the Indiana fans, it's nothing about players leaving. It's absolutely nothing about players leaving. It's nothing about players wanting to leave. Like, there's every chance in the world that the Indiana Fever wanted to keep Erica Wheeler. There's every chance in the world. Like, I don't think Christy Sides, if she showed up to watch a game, is going to get booed, regardless of how shit a coach that she was. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. But at the end of the day, sport is sport. What DeWanna Bonner did is like worse than Kevin Durant. And that's what it is. Like Nate Tibbetts has been there in the NBA. He's there saying, and then you've got like these people that pretend to know sports. Like you've seen all the like, it's kind of how sports work. And this is when Riblett's coaching in the NBA helps because it's not that serious. Someone with common sense. But we've seen all those like viral TikToks being like, oh, it's a disgrace. Look, DeWanna Bonner's a legend. She did this, she did that. I mean this from the bottom of the hearts of every single Indiana fan. We don't give a fuck what DeWanna Bonner did in Phoenix and Connecticut. She was joined the Indiana Fever to win a championship, quit after 5 games, and not only did she quit on the Fever, she quit and said, I'm only going to play for this one other team. Why didn't you choose it in the first place? Everyone knew you wanted to go to Phoenix. Everyone knew you wanted to go to Phoenix. And do you want to know why you went to Indiana? You wanted more money. You wanted more money. And then my favorite part about all this is that the Phoenix Mercury were cruising before DeWanna Bonner got there. They're 3-4 with DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner is on 2, like the records of DeWanna Bonner. She was below 500 with both teams she was on. She is on teams that are 3-7 games, I think, above 500, or 3-6 games above 500. She was joined a team who were the most informed team in the league. And yes, I understand she was part of a win against Minnesota. I understand that. But like, man, DeWanna Bonner is, you know what? She should have just retired at the end of this year. She should have retired or just joined the Phoenix Mercury anyway. But the funny thing is that had DeWanna Bonner joined the Phoenix Mercury, maybe they didn't have the cap space to get all these other players. That's something as well. Had she joined them in the summer, she wouldn't have got her max contract. They wouldn't have been able to sign Sammy Whitcomb, and Sammy Whitcomb's better than DeWanna Bonner. So, yeah, it's one of those things. But Tibbetts is completely on the money. He's on the money. And I think one of the biggest problems is the WNBA. And I responded to one of Robin's tweets about this yesterday. And it's most of the old WNBA fans claim to be WNBA fans. It's like if, like, no, and people literally, if they ask you, what team are you a fan of? And they say, oh, I like the NBA. And that's something where it's like a lot of, say, fans from maybe Ireland, because we're so far away from America, there's not really tribalistic. And you hear it from a lot of Americans that are American soccer fans. They're like, oh, what are you a fan of? Oh, I'm a Premier League fan. And it's like, well, who are you a fan of? Like, as in Ireland, we're in such close trajectory to the Premier League that it is tribalistic. It's tribalistic. Like, you bet, and these people don't realize that when these Philly fans come in, oh my God. But they're so used to it being, oh, I'm a fan of W. It's like, what team? No, I just like all of them. I like all the WNBA teams. They're not used to fans. And like, even when I was at game 7 or when I was at game 3 of the finals last year, like there were people literally at that game there, and they're like, oh, what team are you fans? I was like, oh yeah, you know, we're Sky season ticket holders, but like we like going to Liberty games and we go to Fever games. We're a fan of all those teams. And I'm like, that doesn't compute in my head. Like, there's teams you can like, there's teams you don't like, but I'm like, I don't know, as maybe being brought to the south stand of Elland Road, which is one of the craziest stands in English football from the time I was 6 years old growing up. There's a little bit more tribalistic fandom in me, and seeing with Knicks fans, seeing Philly fans, there's now like actual hardcore basketball fans in the WNBA, and I don't think the players understand how to deal with that. But anyway, I'll see you guys.